Alright guys, what's up? So, today we are going to start on the keg for the fuel tank for the courier. I've already gone through the outside, just cleaned it up a little bit. Not doing a full polish because it's got some pretty bad scratches and pitting on the bottom. And I'm lazy. So, first thing we're doing, we got to do a fuel inlet and return. This one's going to be sitting upright, so it'll be in the corner of the bed, sitting upright. So our fuel feed line is going straight on the bottom, and then the return will be up on the top somewhere. I got these little things from Amazon. They are just some stainless weld-on bungs for an AN fitting. We're not doing a full AN fuel system just yet. That'll be later down the road once the truck's all up and running, something nice. And then I got these for the time being off of Amazon. They are just some 90-degree bungs for a 3/8 fuel line to a 6 AN fitting. So these will just go straight together, threads in real nice and simple. So there will be one here on the bottom that will be going back up into the bed, into the box, and the return line will be up on the top, coming straight down from underneath the truck. But the fuel filter will be inside the box that I built, just to keep things mostly hidden. I haven't figured out if I want to do my return line on the side of the keg at the top, or if I want to do it actually on the top. Haven't quite figured that part out yet. I'm not sure how important it's going to be for it to be directly on the top, but who knows? We'll figure it out once we get there. Alright, that's what we're looking like. It looks terrible, but it looks like it should hold up pretty well. A little bit of slag's not too bad. I think I need to be a little closer with my nozzle. And then let's do the other side. We're going to do the return line now real quick and get these fittings on, then we'll start on doing the rails for the bottom. Okay, so we measured out kind of where I want it. We're going to do 16 centimeters apart between the two, which puts me roughly about right there. So we'll mark this real quick, do some cuts, get the other side cut, make sure they both fit in there decently how I like them, and then we'll get the bolts put in, get it welded up, and get down to the bottom of the truck. So that's sitting in there real nice. Only a little bit of wiggle. This side, about the same. It's not quite as straight, but they should sit in there just perfect for me to be able to bolt this thing down. They're actually sitting pretty flush, which I'm impressed by. So now we need to get some holes cut in here. Basically, on the one side, we're just going to cut some square ports open to try to drop these bolts into. Let's see how these things are going to fit. Okay, so I think I figured out how I want to do this. We're just going to cut some decent notches in the square tube. I'm going to go roughly 6 inches apart where I want the bolts. See how much room I got to work with though. Which needs to be on sides here. So 6 inches apart. Let's see. Working with about 11 inch total, so we'll mark our half. Doesn't need to be perfect. And then 3 inches up, 3 inches down. Then we'll go about an inch to either side. Just so I have room to get in there to Now I just need to clean up the heads of the bolt, get that paint off of there, and we can weld those in. Woo. She is spicy warm. So we're gonna let these cool off before we actually start messing with it in the tank. Might go run these underwater for a second. All right, so these things how we want them. Dry. We're actually going to go through first with my red wheel. Throw this red wheel in the drill real quick. Let's see how these are sit. Exactly right here. Sitting right here. Here. All right, guys, so it's been a few days. We got some stuff in. I have everything I need to finish the fuel system. So I got my filler cap, which ended up being a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was supposed to be a 2-inch inner diameter. It was a 2-inch outer. So I now have to figure out how to make those fit, but I think I have a way to do it. And then, let's see. So this was part of the valve and the pickup tube system from the from the keg originally. That's what sat in the top there. So I figure I can shave a little bit a bit of this down, cut it over. It's got this nice, spot in there. And once I cut this upper ring off as well, it should sit in there pretty well with a little bit of welding. Just weld around the outside to the keg, weld around the inside to the filler neck, and then, okay, so I got my fuel filter here in the mail. So, Cofill, R12T fuel filter, water separator. Bunch of other part numbers on it, which is awesome. So, comes with the housing itself, the cup, obviously the filter. The filter replace. I mean, think this was like 30 bucks. So this will get mounted up into the box in the back of the truck. Oh, look at that! They even give you some Teflon tape. How neat! Let's see what all we got. Oh, it's cardboard tube to protect the drain, it looks like. Oh, neat. Yeah, I see fittings in there. Okay, so that out. That. So yeah, there we go. It's got 2 inlets, 2 outlets. So one will be, let's say this side's going to be the feed line from the tank. This will be the return to the tank. This will be return from the engine, feed to the engine. It's a small little filter. Filters are cheap. Water separator. Nice little clear bowl so you can drain it out when you need to. Pretty sweet. So that'll just mount up into the back of the box. Looks like they give you a couple fittings as well, a couple plugs in case you need them. Which we don't need the plugs because we'll be using both inlets and outlets. But that's pretty awesome. And then over here in this box, we have our new floor pans, which are actually from a Ford F-100, like 70s F-Series, Bronco, stuff like that. But I met with a guy today, picked up some doors for the truck, because this one has an outer latch. It has an inner latch there, no handle, no glass, no regulator. That side has nothing. So, but yeah. I'll show you those real quick since it stopped raining. Picked up a couple doors. He gave me some 2 sets of door cards too. But yeah, glass, got the mirrors. Everything's there. Just bolt right in. Gave me the door handles too. But he actually had these same floor pans welded in to his truck. Looked pretty good. Takes a little bit of trimming, but nothing crazy. I think they just stick in a little bit farther on the inside towards the tunnel. So I should be able to make those work. Start piecing this thing together. So let's get this fuel system finished off. Go into a little montage mode, throw this thing together, throw it in the tank, and then we can run the fuel filter, and I can at least run my lines to the filter. So then we'll have a sealed, gas tank. guys, back half of the fuel system's all done. It's not pretty, not perfect, but it works. Return line, got a little bit of hard line there. I ended up getting this check valve so that way I don't suck air back in from the top of the tank. I feel like I was going to have issues until I can put a lift pump in it, between the tank and the filter. Because for now it's just going to be, the injection pump pulling fuel through. So we will get these two done once the motor's actually in, so I don't waste any of my line. It's going to end up getting in the way up front anyway. But yeah, so that's all done, and next time we're going to get started on the floor pans and getting these new doors put on. So until then, we will see you in the next video.